Michigan Beer Show was an idea that a buddy of mine and I came up with one night after having a few of our own beers. And we just thought we love Michigan beer so much that we should do a show about it, because what else are we going to do in our spare time? And it just kind of grew from that. It's kind of just it's a thing that's taken on a life of its own. Midtown Beer Company used to be the brew pub for the Michigan Beer Company, which was a brewery based in Weberville, Michigan. And since I worked down here full time, I used to come in on a regular basis, probably once a week, and I kind of befriended Kyle, who's sort of like the head bartender here, does all the marketing here. And we started talking about it. I kind of pitched the idea to him, and he sounded really interested. Turns out Kyle has a degree in broadcast journalism. So he's got a great radio voice, and he's really interested in it, loves beer. And this whole place is really passionate about Michigan beer. That's all they serve here. So we thought this is a perfect spot. It's a place that is just starting to grow its customer base, and we thought this would be a nice thing to. It'll be a nice thing to bring to the Midtown Beer Company and kind of make it an event. So hopefully next month we'll start doing that. We don't have any sponsors yet. We quite honestly haven't been doing enough to sort of prove value to them one way or the other. It takes a while with a podcast, especially to start building a listener base. And to get a sponsorship, obviously you have to prove that it's something worthy of investing money into. So we're still working on our model for that as far as how we're going to raise money and do the sponsorships. But every brewery we've talked to so far has been very enthused about the show and wants to help any way they can. So hopefully in the future that'll turn to sponsorships. But right now we're trying to just build relationships with people. We have recorded, I'm trying to think of how we do this, because we have been recording what we call mini pods, which are specific just beer reviews that we cut down into 15 to 20 minute podcasts. So we have, I think at last count, we have probably 6 to 8 podcasts that we have in the queue that are waiting to be edited down, and I believe we have 3 or 4 online right now. We're shooting for about mid-April. We're planning on March, but just due to time constraints and other things of that nature, we had to push the date back. We're still really, really hoping for mid-April. At the latest, it'll be early May. So right now, we're just trying to get our legs under us and get a nice show going. See if we can make it an event here. But, I mean, I've kind of been coming up with other ideas. You know, there are lots of people who write about Michigan beer, who do other beer podcasts that are similar to ours, and we'd like to be able to create a sort of a network. The whole industry in Michigan really is predicated on people supporting each other. It's a very supportive community. So the breweries support each other, so why shouldn't we support other content creators? So we might build a network out of it. We could easily monetize it with shirts and do license agreements with other breweries and create an e-commerce website so people out of state can get glasses, coasters, shirts, all that kind of stuff, who live far away, then get it from us online. So there are lots of different possibilities, and I'm mulling around, but right now we're mainly focused on doing a great podcast.